Hello, everyone. Okay, sorry about the delay there. Hi, everyone. I'm going to do a quick introduction, and then we're going to jump right into our game. My name is Jon-Eric. For those who don't know me, I'm American, and today I'm hanging out from Lisbon, Portugal. 3 quick, easy rules for you to follow in the class. Number 1, turn off. Number 2, tune in. Number 3, open up. What do these rules mean? Turn off means turn off your microphone, and please keep it off until you speak. When you are done speaking, turn it off again. The reason for that is because we get a lot of noise in the classroom, and even though you can't hear it, actually everyone else can. Also, please remember to close the verbling window when you enter the Google Hangout. So for those of you coming in now, make sure your verbling window is closed, or at the very least, turn off the sound. Rule number 2 is tune in. That means tune in or pay attention to the new words you're learning or the new forms that you're being exposed to. Try to activate what you learn at the beginning of class by using it as actively as possible throughout the class, especially if we're doing an activity. And finally, hold on a second, I'm getting some noise in the background. Finally, open up. You can be relaxed and open and have fun because this is a safe, respectful place. And the more open you are, the more you speak and the more feedback I can give you to help you improve your English. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get started. We're going to do a few quick introductions for people that I don't know. And I have nothing else to say. So here's me, and let's see who we have here. We have Nihan. Hello there. Now you can turn on your microphone. Hello, Nihan. Hello, Nihan. Are you there? I don't hear you, Nihan. Make sure you turn on your microphone. I don't know if it's on this side or on this side for you, but make sure that you turn it on. Okay, so let's say hello to Shelley in that case. You were the second to arrive. Hi, Shelley.
Hello.
Hey,
nice to meet you. I think this is the first time I join your class.
I think so. I don't recognize you. Where are you from, Shelley?
I'm from Taiwan, but I'm living in Osaka, Japan now. Actually, I have been living in Japan for many years.
Ah, okay. And how's the weather there? It's pretty bad here.
Very nice here, and you know it's the sakura season, so we do a lot of hanami, means viewing flower, and have a picnic recently, very often.
Excellent. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say hello to a few other people. Also, we lost Nihan. I don't know what happened to her. Maybe some people are having trouble connecting. Let's find out. So let's say hello to, I hope I get your name right. Is it Chubbs or Chubes? How do I say your name?
No. Actually, my name is Maria.
Maria?
It's my YouTube nickname.
Oh, okay. What should I call you?
Oh, wow. Chubbs or Maria?
Okay, and where are you from, Chubbs or Maria? Where are you from?
Brazil.
You're
I'm from Brazil.
Excellent. Bem-vindo à aula.
Obrigada.
Okay, and a few other people here. I think it's Indranil. Am I saying that right? Indranil?
Yeah. Hello. Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you?
Indranil. Hello, how are you? I am good.
Good.
How about you?
I'm all right. Indranil, make sure you turn off the sound in the verbling window because I can hear myself. So that means you probably have the Google Hangout open and the verbling window. You can't have them both at the same time.
Okay, I have closed it now.
Okay, great. And quick hello to Manel. Hello, Manel.
Hello, teacher.
You're from Algeria.
Yes.
I remember you. You have a different picture, but I remember you.
Yeah, you do.
Excellent. And Nihan, are you back?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, there we go. And this is Nihan from...
Turkey.
I was about to say Turkey.
Yes, you do.
I was about to say that. Okay, so we're going to jump right in to class. Oh, wait, one more. Hello, Serm. Am I saying your name right?
Yes, sir. I am, sir.
Hi, Serm. Where are you from?
I come from Thailand.
You're from Thailand. Okay, excellent. So, we're going to jump right into our game. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the game board. Hang on just a second. That's not it. This is it. Okay, yours is going to look a little different than mine because I have directions on mine, which I'm going to read for you. But the game is not hard to play. The purpose of the game is to make a contact, especially in a business context. But you know what? You could apply this to just about any situation you want. Sir, just make sure that you have your Verbling window closed because I'm getting some sound. I think it's from you. I'm not sure. So Hangout is open. That's where we are. But make sure that all the other windows are closed if you can. Because I was... actually, it sounds better now. Okay, so let me just see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you. Hang on a second. There we go. All right. So the purpose of this is to basically to be able to make a contact, be able to make a social contact or a business contact. So what you're going to see on the board is a series of questions if you land on a blue square, and answers if you land on a gold square. So if you land on a blue square, you have to answer the question. If you land on a gold square, you have to ask a question based on the answer. Let me read through the directions really quickly, and then we'll see if there's any questions, and we're going to jump right into the game. By the way, the purpose of this is we're going to divide it into two groups, and we're going to try to get through the questions and answers, asking correctly in terms of that the question or answer makes sense, of course, that it fits the context, second point, that the pronunciation is acceptable enough that people would understand you, and basically if we satisfy those three things, the answer's good, and we'll count that as a point. And then you can pass, you can go. And so whoever makes it to the bottom of the board, let me just scroll down a little bit. There we go. Whoever makes it to the bottom of the board, you can see, congratulations, you made your first customer contact. Whoever makes it there wins. And we'll win a special prize. Nihan, what prize should we win? What do you think?
No, I don't know.
I was going to leave it up to you. Well, we'll win something. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Let's make sure we get to the bottom of the board. That's the main thing. All right. So I'm going to quickly read through the directions on your screen. Remember, your board is a little different than mine. Hold on a second. Let me get this back up on the board for you. Okay. So imagine that you're both we got two teams. So
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Is there any link for this page, whatever you are showing?
Yeah. The link. All the links are always on the front page of Verbling. But if you hang on a second, I'll give you a copy. Hold on a second.
Because I was not able to see it properly in that.
There you go. So you got a link there in the chat window. See it?
Okay. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, make sure everyone open this, or you can download it to your computer, whatever is easier for you, so you can follow along. The directions are not there, but I'm going to read them to you. So, hang on a second. Where are my directions? There we go. So, imagine that you are at a conference and you meet someone else. You are competing for a customer for your company. The first person to get to the bottom is the winner. But let me go through some of the rules of the game. It's very simple. Basically, you have to get the answer right or the question right to move forward. However, if you get it wrong, you're going to move to the right or the left. and then you're going to have to answer or ask another question. So the goal is to get it right so that you move down. What else do I want to say? Actually, that's all the rules I think you need to know. Oh, and if you land on the joker space, you see there's a joker there, then you have to answer a trivia question which the other team can ask you. If you don't have a trivia question, I'll ask it for you, but you can try to stump the other team by asking a trivia question. Does anyone know what stump means? Good word for you. What does stump mean? Does anyone know?
Is it blocked?
Yeah, kind of like block. Kind of like block. Stump means that when you don't know the answer, you are stumped. Blocked, or that just that you don't know. You're completely unable to answer. You're stumped. Stump comes from tree stump. When you cut down a tree, the thing that's left is the stump. Don't ask me how that relates to not knowing an answer. I have no idea, but that's what we say in English, and now you know. Isn't that fascinating? Yes, teacher, that's fascinating. Okay, great. All right, so let's see how many people we have. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We've got 2 teams. Nihan, can I ask you to be kind of a captain for one of the teams? Because you've been with us before. Is that all right?
And orange team, please.
Orange team? Sounds good to me. And Manel, you've been with me before. Can I ask you to be the captain of the other team, the blue team?
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So we're gonna pick team members in just a moment. And a quick hello to Man, who's just joining us now. Hello there, Man. Make sure you turn on your microphone to say hello. Make sure you finish your lunch first, okay? I see Man chewing away. I understand, it's lunchtime in most parts of the world. Hi, Man, say hello. Yes, Indra Neil.
I didn't understood properly the rules. Like when
Well,
will I? When will we,
let's
when
play.
will I-
Let's play the game once, and you'll catch on quickly. It's a little bit easier that way. Okay, so Man, turn on your microphone and say hello. Can you try that? Going once, going twice. Okay, time's up, Man. We're gonna have to play the game, but when you get your microphone working, then join in and say hello. Okay? So, everyone, take a look at the link that I sent you. I think I've got... Oh, wait, I'm not signed in. Hold on. Oh, I am signed in. Okay. I've got 5 people, so that means that Man is probably not watching, but he'll catch on eventually. Okay, so captain of the orange team was Nihan, right? So I'd like you to choose one member for your team.
Chops, please.
So Nihan is captain. Okay, and your first person was who? Sorry.
Chops Scrub. The first.
Oh yes, of
Gentleman.
course. Well, it's not a gentleman. It's Maria. It's her real name. So Maria, which is really an interesting name. Maria, you've got to tell us how you got your nickname sometime, okay?
Okay.
Hang on a second. All right, and who do we have here? We have who's the captain? Oh, right, Manel. So Manel, you're our other captain. I'm going to put you there as the captain. Can you see everyone? I'm writing your names on the screen in the games section here. Manel is our other captain. Okay. And Manel, can you pick someone to be on your team? Who's your first pick?
I picked Indranil.
Indranil. Okay. So I'm adding your name to the list, and let's keep going like this, and then we're gonna roll the dice to see who goes first. Okay, back to you, Nihan. Who's next?
Shelly.
Okay, Shelly. Okay, I'm adding you to the list. And back to you, Manel, next on your list.
I choose CERN.
How do I spell that? Because I can't see the screen. Tell me how to spell that, please.
SERM.
S-E-R-N. Okay, CERN. S-E-R-N, right? Did I
No,
do that
M.
right?
M.
Oh, M.
Yes.
Uh-oh,
Yes.
sorry, CERN. Sorry. Okay, there, I fixed it. Okay, and we're back to the last choice, I think, for Nihan is who?
The
Nihan?
left man, but his microphone doesn't work.
Well, we'll add him, and if he gets his microphone working, then you've got an advantage. If not, I'll put a question mark next to his name. Okay. So those are your teams. Now, team captain, you're going to be calling on people to answer questions, but only your answer will count. Okay, so you're going to get lots of help from your team, but the final version of the question is going to come out of your mouth. That's the one I'm going to listen to. Okay? And the second thing you're going to do is keep track of where we are. So let's do an example now. Let's do one round together. I'm going to share my screen so you can all see the game board. Okay, so let's say, for example, hold on a second, let's see who's here. I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so we've got Manel. Let's start with you here. Manel, let's say that you move forward. Yeah, let's say that you move forward one space, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what square would you be on if you moved forward one space?
Are we moving vertical or horizontal?
Moving forward can only be one place.
Okay. I think we will be in orange box.
Right. Read it for me.
I'm a sales manager.
Right. Okay, so Nihan, looking at the rows and columns, how would you describe that space? Which row and which column?
Excuse me, I couldn't understand the question.
Hold on a second, because I couldn't hear you there. Sorry about that.
Can you repeat the question? I couldn't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, sure. Manel read the text that was in the square. I'm a sales manager. So now I'm asking you to tell me which square that is. Tell me which row and which column, please.
In the blue column,
In the second column, good.
the second column, and the first question.
And the first row.
Row.
Excellent. That's it. So the captain of the team is always going to say where we are. Okay? Just like that.
Okay.
First row, second column. So that's all you need to say. Okay, now we're in first row, second column, and the question is blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's do this one as an example. So, yeah, Manel, you read I'm a sales manager, right?
Uh-huh.
You're the captain of the team, so if it was your turn to go first, you would have to create a question that text is an answer to, right? You'd have to create a question. So you can create a question or you can get help from your team. The next time you go, you're going to call on someone from the team to answer the question, right? But only your answer, only the final answer will come from you, and that's the one that I'll count. By the way, one last thing, I'm going to keep track of the questions, and we're going to look at them at the end. So I'm opening a little text document on my computer, which I'll share with you at the very, very end. And I'm going to say blue. I know you probably can't see this. I'm not sharing my screen. And question 1. Okay, so we're going to call question 1 is going to be our example. So let's do the example together. Manel, what would be a good question that you could ask to get that answer if you're trying to make a contact? Remember, you're at a conference. You're there on like a company trip, right? And you're trying to make contacts, new contacts for your company to increase your business. Let's just imagine that's the scenario. So you have to ask questions that sound right in that situation. So the other person says to you, actually, let's have the other person talk. Let's try this. So Nihan, you're actually the one who's going to answer. So why don't you read the answer in row 1, column 2, and Manel, you're going to give us the question that's being asked. Okay, so let's try it. This is just an example. Go ahead, Nihan. Read it for us again.
Same question. I'm a sales
Yeah.
manager.
I'm a sales
But
manager, right.
The
That's right.
answer.
That's right. It's good. Because if it's her turn, you're the one who's going to read the answer. So we're just doing this as an example. Okay, so good. Manel, it's up to you and your team to decide what's the best question to ask.
So, should I start right now?
Yeah, we're just doing this is just an example.
Okay.
So give it a shot.
I would probably say, what is your specialization?
What is your specialization? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And also, since we're doing this as an example, let me just share my screen so you can all take a look at the scoreboard. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you. Hang on just a second. I don't know if I can make it bigger. Hold on. Because you probably can't see that very well. I can't make it bigger. Oh, but you know what I can do? What I can do is open it in Microsoft Word or something, and then we can all see it. Hang on just a moment. Sorry, let me go to my computer and make this a little bit bigger. Okay, and then what we would do is, by the way, you can always ask your team if they think that's the best answer to the question. Right?
Okay.
And then you give me the final thing. So see if your team agrees with you before we do anything else.
Okay. So, Idrani?
Yeah, Indranil.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Indradin.
same.
Do you think that is the right question to ask, or do you have other suggestions?
Say the question again.
No, we have the answer. The answer is I am a sales manager, and we are trying to ask a question. What is the right question to you?
Question from the table.
Yeah, I think you can choose from the table, or you can form one by yourself. But we have the answer. The answer is I am sales manager.
Mm-hmm. And if you look, I'm going to share my screen now. So just take a look. That was the question that you asked, right? Okay. So now, Indranil,
Okay.
you and the rest of the team decide if that's the best way to ask the question.
For that answer.
But
you
do it quick
mean
because
to
we're
say?
running out of time. For that answer, yeah. Does that
Yeah.
question fit the answer? And is it the best question we can ask?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Or you can ask what's your job.
Okay, we got one yes. Okay. You can also ask what's your job. Okay. What's your job? And ultimately, it's the team captain who decides. Okay? So I'll leave it up to you, Manel.
Okay. So should I choose?
Yeah, unless you want to ask anyone else. Yeah, sure.
Well, I ask Sir. Sir?
I agree with Indranil. What's your job?
Okay, great. So, Indranil, should we go with what's your job or what's your specialization?
But teacher, we are in a company conference.
That's right. Don't forget the situation. We're in a conference, right? We're in a conference. You're trying to make a new contact for your business. You got to make the right impression on people. So the questions have to be in that context. Absolutely true.
You can ask what's your job and specialization.
So what do you think?
What's your job in? I'm sorry, I didn't.
And your specialization, both you can combine and ask.
Uh,
New rule. You only get new rule. New rule. Wait. New rule. You only get 1 minute to decide. Okay, so time's up. So decide.
we'll go with the first answer.
What's your specialization? I'm glad you went with that answer because that's a much better question. In fact, we don't really say what's your job in English. Not that often. So this one, it's not. It makes sense, but it's not idiomatic. It's not the way we normally ask the question. Does anyone know what the normal way to ask the question is? I'll give you a hint. You have to use the word to do.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah, it's better to say what do you do or what do you do for a living. Absolutely. That's the better way to ask the question. What's your specialization? What's your specialization is okay. It's a better question. Let's just take another quick look at the answer. Oh, I'm a sales manager. I will probably ask the question a little bit more specifically. Instead of what's your specialization, I'd probably say, so it's not wrong. The question is what sounds natural in English. So I would probably say, instead of what's your specialization, what do you do? Manel, how would you finish that sentence? To refer to the job or to refer to being inside a company doing a job. Remember you said what do you do for a living? That's in general. How would you say what do you do in a more specific way?
What do you do for in management or?
Okay, so you said management. If you know the person is in management, fine. Or what do you do at your company?
Okay.
Whoops. Something like that.
Uh-huh.
So that would probably be the best answer. So if let's say that the score, the maximum score, let's say could be 2 points, right? So here I would probably give you 1 point out of 2 because it makes sense, but it's not the most idiomatic answer. So it's not bad. Okay, so I'd give you 1 point for that. Okay, but that was just an example. So now we're going to play for real.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we don't say that if we're ready. Are you ready? You have to say ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready.
But you got to sound like you mean it. Are you ready? Ready!
Rock and roll.
Okay. Rock and roll! Okay, and as we get new people, we're going to add them to the list. So captains, pay attention if we got new people. And new people, if you're just joining us, just watch for the beginning and you'll catch on. Okay, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Whoever guesses the number will go first.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, what's your number, Nihan?
7.
Say again, sorry?
7.
You got it. Good guess.
Okay. But one person left. Kadirofe. And the blue picture.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know how to say that name. Kadirofe? Is that right?
Yeah.
Hi, say hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Algeria.
Excellent. You got a co-patriot in the class. We have another Algerian too. In fact, it's the other captain. How do I say your name? Say it for me.
You can call me Kader.
Kalder.
Yeah.
Kalder. Okay, Kalder. So, are you... Hold on a second. But which team is he on, Nihan? Is he on your team?
Yes.
He is? Oh, hold on a second. Is that right? Because, okay, we lost man. So that means the blue team, you still need another person, don't you?
Yes, we have Avni.
Okay, hold on a second. I hope I'm writing that right. And who are we adding to the blue team? Say again, please.
Avni.
Avni. Okay, got it. Okay, I think we're all set. So let's play the game. If I've spelled your name wrong, I apologize. I'll correct it. Just let me know. All right, so orange team, where are we? Captain, tell us where we are. You can only move one space at a time.
I am looking for Chop or Marianne. There is she.
Okay, but first tell us where we are. Actually,
we
actually,
are in
go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
first row and second column.
First row, second column, not possible.
We did it.
You have to wait.
Yeah, but you can. Remember, you're player B. You're the orange player, and you can only move one square at a time. So that's too many squares away from you.
Okay.
So first row, absolutely, but it can't be the second column. It can be the third, or the fourth, or the fifth.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to ask my team.
Go for it.
Shirley or Kader.
Yeah. Yes.
John, we should ask the question. Is it true?
Well, yeah, but you didn't tell us where we are. Where are we, Nihan?
Okay.
Just pick the square, because we don't know what question to ask.
Okay.
Time is running out.
We are in the first row and fifth column.
First row, fifth column. Excellent. Okay, so in this case, Nihan, you're the captain. You're going to go first. And Manel, you are the one who's going to read the question. Because remember, the two of you are like at the conference together. So Manel, read the question for us. And Captain Nihan, you're going to give us the final answer, but you can ask your team for help. Manel, so read the question. First row, fifth column, please. Manel, what happened to Manel? Did we lose Manel?
Oh my God.
We lost our captain.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'll read it. Manel, where are you? I'm putting a little note for her in the chat window. I'll read it for her. So, the question is this seat free? Remember, you're at a conference. You need to figure out, you need to keep up your social contact.
Yes,
So
of course, please take it. It is the fourth column and seventh row.
Oh, no. You just create the answer. Don't worry about the other squares. You just invent the answer. Okay? So whatever answer you want is fine.
Okay.
Okay? But make sure your team agrees, because you might have good suggestions from them too.
Okay. I want to ask Shirley and Kader. Is it the answer is right for you?
What's your answer?
Exactly.
She asked, is this seat free? And I answered, yes, of course, please take it.
Okay.
I'm going to share my screen so you can see the question. I'm sorry, so you can see the answer? Yes, of course. Please take it. Not as a question. Wait, let me get rid of that. There you go. Okay, anyone else from the team disagree? Are you ready for that answer? Remember, you only get 1 minute, so time's running out. 30 seconds left.
Or we can just answer simply, yes, it is. That's safer.
Yes, it is. Oops, hold on. Or, yes, it is. Nihan, it's your choice. You're the captain, so which are you going to go with?
I think the first one is most kindly. Yes, of course, please take it. We are in a conference.
Yes, of course. Okay. Yes, of course, please take it. I'm going to give that 1 point. Why do you think I'm not giving it 2 points?
Because the answer is on the table.
Because the answer is on the table? Sorry?
And on the column.
You mean on the game board?
Yes, game board.
Oh, by the way, Philip, I'm blocking you because there's no reason for you to be spamming us. So, Philip, in the chat window, you're out of here. And I don't want to see any more spam in the chat window. That's a big no-no for us, okay? Sorry about that, everyone. But we can't have people soliciting for other services like this. This is an English class. This is not a market for selling your products. Okay, Nihan, it's a good answer. It's not bad. I can't give it 2 points, not because it's on the game board, but because it's not the most idiomatic way to say it. It's not the most natural way to say it. It's not a bad answer, though. So, does anyone want to... well, we'll go over that at the end. We'll go over that at the end. All the ones that don't have 2 points, we'll go back and we'll see what we could have said. So, you're going to say that means that in the game, you're going to move to the left or right instead of moving down. Now we're going to go back to the blue team. So, Manel, tell us where we are.
Should I choose any box?
Yeah, as long as you can only move 1 space, but you can choose any box. Just don't choose the one we already did, please. Another one.
Okay, I will choose the blue column in the row. It is first blue column.
Well, you have to be in the first row because you can only move 1 space at a time. So you're in the first row. But you have to tell us which column, whether it's the first or third, because we already did the second. So first or third.
Okay. And I choose the first.
Okay. And so when you answer, all you got to say is this, Manel. First row, first column. That's it. First row, first column.
Okay.
Say that for me. First row, first column.
First row, first column.
Excellent. Nihan, read the question for her.
Where are you from?
Excellent. Give us the answer and get help from your team if you need it.
So, teacher, should I choose any nationality or I have to stick to the game?
John, may I ask a question?
Yeah. Sorry, who is that? Go ahead.
Avni, may I ask a question?
Yeah.
Should we answer that game board or another?
I'm sorry, it's really hard to hear you. I'm having a... you're...
John, they all say, should we stick the board or should we give our answers?
No, give your own answer. No, give your own answers. You don't have to select from the board.
Okay, thank you.
It's no problem. Our goal here is really just working on the most idiomatic, natural-sounding answer. Okay? That's really our goal. But we're taking too long. We got to speed this up. Only got 1 minute. 1 minute maximum. That means that we have at least 20 possible moves we can make. Okay? So, Manel, what's your answer?
So, I will choose the answer.
I asked, where are you from?
Any answer you want. Where are you from?
I am from Turkey.
Wow.
Okay, we are from Turkey.
Okay.
That's enough?
Is that your final answer, Manel?
Yeah. Yes, since it's just on my nationality.
You can
Okay.
you can say something like this. I am from some country which is located, and give the location also. Manel.
Yes, if you want to make the conversation longer. Yes, you can.
Yeah, you are the captain. You
But
take
if
the
you
call.
want to keep official.
So, Manuel, you've got 10 seconds to make a decision. 9 seconds.
You should be more specific.
From Turkey.
You should be more specific.
5 seconds. Manel, 4 seconds. Hurry up.
From Turkey. I am from Turkey.
He chose me.
Turkey, where?
Sorry.
Asia, Europe, you can say it.
Okay, time's up. So, Manel,
Yes,
what are you going to choose? What's your final answer?
I'm from Turkey.
Just that. Okay. So let me share my screen. And I'm not going to keep sharing my screen. I'm going to hold it off till the end. But one more time, I'm going to share my screen. I give that 1 point because it's a good answer, but it could be a little bit better. It could be a little bit more idiomatic. We'll talk about how to make it more idiomatic at the end of the game. For now, I just want to collect your answers. Okay, but it's not wrong. It's fine. It's fine. But I agree with what Indranil said. You could do something to make the conversation, to invite the person to keep speaking. I'm not saying that talking about where Turkey is the best answer. That's one solution. But maybe we're really focusing on the choice of words, actually. But anyway, the answer is good enough to get a point. So we're gonna see how far we get at the end. Okay, and if you're just joining us, I'll put the link there in the chat window. You can see the game board. Hang on just a second. You know what, Manel, is that link that you put? Is that the document? Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I got it. Never mind. I got it. I'm gonna put it again in the Hangout window if you need it. There it is. Yep, that's it. The Google Docs one. Okay, so is it good enough to move forward? Yeah, you know what I think? I think that if you get 1 point, you get to move forward. If you get 2 points, why don't you get to move forward twice? Because we got to speed the game up. So that means you're in the second. That means you're both in the second row now. So Nihan, it's up to you. Tell us where we are, and you're going to call on someone from your team to answer.
We are.
So you're in the second row, but which column are you at?
Which column?
Yeah,
Second
remember.
column.
Second row. You can't be in the second column because you can only move one space. Sorry. You can be in the fifth, or you could be in the fourth column because you were in "Is this seat free?" and you can move one space. So you've only got 2 possible columns: the fourth or the fifth. So which one do you want, Nihan?
Fifth.
Okay. So Nihan, say this: second row, fifth column. Say that.
Second row and fifth column.
Yeah, you don't even need the and. You can just say second row, fifth column, just like that. Excellent. So whoever answered on the blue team, please read the answer in the second row, fifth column.
No, it's French company.
Someone please read from the blue team. Second row, fifth column.
No, it's a French company.
Wait. You're reading. No, it's a. Okay, that was Manel reading. Okay, got it. Sorry. Yes, that was you reading. I didn't understand. Okay, Nihan, call on someone from your team to answer the question, and then decide if you like that answer or not.
Shelley, what do you think the question should be?
Is your company an American company? Or
I think the question is good. Is your company is an American company or only just American?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you can see. Did I get the question right? Look at the orange team. Question number 2. Is that right? Remember, you've only got 1 minute to decide between you and your team.
Shelley, I think some grammar problem. Is this company located in America or something like that?
Is your company, or we can say, is your company from the United States? or is your head office in the United States?
But the answer is it's a French company. But we
So
couldn't.
is your company is your company an American company?
Our
Okay.
last
Time's up.
question is your company located in United States?
Okay, so time's up. Nihan, make your final decision. Time's up.
I did it. Is your company located in United States?
Okay, so let's put that as the final answer. Is your company, located in the, in the United States? Okay, so that's your final answer. Is your company located in the United States? How many points do you think I'm going to give you?
Kader, do you agree with us?
You don't. It's too late to agree or disagree. I said, how many
Okay.
points? How many points do you think I'm going to give you? 0, 1, or 2? What's your guess?
Please, no, do not 0.
My answer is I give you 1 point because the question makes sense, but it's not the most idiomatic way to ask it. But the question's not bad. Okay, we'll get to the reason why a little later. Okay, hold on. Let me just get rid of my screen share. Okay, so that means we're back to Manel. We're back to Manel. Tell us where we are, Manel.
In second row, first column.
Second row, first column. Nihan, could you read the answer for us?
Second row, first column. Is it right?
Yep.
We make a car window.
Okay, what's the question, Manel? Call on someone from your team.
Indranin, what is the question? Indranin?
Okay. In what business does your company deal with?
Specialize.
Or you can make it better.
In what business does your company specialize?
The company deal with deal.
Deal.
I will write in the verbling window. Second.
Okay. Deal with. Okay. What about you, Avni?
What is your product? What's your product in your company?
Okay.
What is your product? Okay.
Product.
Okay. It's really hard to
Answer.
hear you. You got to fix your mic. I can barely hear you. Go ahead, Manel. You were asking?
Sir?
You can say in the verbling window.
Sir?
Okay.
What is your company do?
Type it, please. Can you type it? Okay.
What does your company?
Okay.
I think he's saying, what does your
My
company
question
do,
is-
if I understood correctly.
Okay. My question is, what kind of products your company make?
Okay. Say that again. What products? Is that right?
What kind of products?
Say again,
your
Manel.
company
What products?
make? What acts your company
Oh, what
make?
kind of products? Okay. What kind of products? Your company
Company.
makes. So that's the official one, right?
Your company deal with.
Uh-huh.
That will make more good sound.
Well, she's the captain. She decides. How many points do you think I'm going to give you, Manel? 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, or 2? How many points do you think I'm going to give you?
Two.
How many points do you think I'm going to give you, Manel?
Can we take
Going once, going twice? 2. The answer is 0.
0?
Oh no! What did you do, Manel? 0 points.
Why?
The answer is 0.
It's kind of
Manel,
correct.
in
We make
this
car
case, there's
windows.
a
Yes.
language problem. What kind of company? What kind of products your company makes? What's the language problem here? That's why you got a 0.
But
That's
second
kind
is
of.
what's your product? First
I know, but you're missing a verb. Does anyone see what verb she's missing?
Manal,
Does your company?
Does. Yeah. Where does it go?
Does.
I have written in the modeling set. You could have checked it.
products.
What
That's
kind of
right.
company? Here, in where the space is, that's where you need a does. So we're missing the auxiliary verb. So that's why I couldn't give you a point.
That's okay.
Sorry, Manel. Sorry. Okay, we got time for another round. So let's go back to the orange team. Okay, tell us where we are. Who's talking? Nihan, where are we?
The fourth column and the sixth row.
How could you go to the 6th row? You can only move one space at a time, Nihan. Nihan, you can only be in the 3rd row, but you can choose which column you're in. The last one was no, it's a French company, right? So you were in the 2nd row, 5th column. Now you're in the 3rd row, and you're either in the 5th or the 4th column. Which one do you choose, Manel? Not Manel, Nihan, sorry.
Let's go at first column, third row.
So the 3rd row, and the 1st column, that's too far away. You can only move one space.
what's
Where am I? I couldn't choose.
Wait a second, Nihan. Remember, you're the one who chose no, it's a French company, right? That's where you were, right?
Okay.
You can only move one square, so you can either move down or you can move to the left. That's it. So it's either the 4th or the 5th. So which one do you want to go with?
The fifth column.
5th column, okay. Manel, can you read the question for us, please?
5th column.
Yep. 3rd row, 5th column.
I'm Spanish. What about you?
I'm Spanish. What about
I'm
you? Oh, what an easy question. What an easy question. So, Nihan,
Yes.
call on someone from your team to answer the question. Give a
Yes,
good answer.
Kader or Shelley.
Pick one. Pick one.
Where are you from?
I am from Algeria.
Where are you from?
I pick Kader.
You
Oh,
pick
okay,
that.
sorry.
I'm from in Algeria.
That's not a question, Kadir. It's not a question. You gotta ask a question
Yes.
because that's how the. So we have one. I heard where you from is one possibility. What's your version? Remember, you want to make a good impression because you're not just answering the question. You're at a conference and you want to make a good impression. So you got to keep the conversation going.
You come from?
And I think she called on Kadir. So it's up to Kadir. What's your question?
What's the questions?
I'm Spanish. What about you?
I am Algerian. About you?
Excellent. So
Can you speak
Nihan.
of Arabic?
But he answered already. I'm Spanish. He said. What about you?
Nihal,
Yes.
can you speak Arabic?
No, not really.
Sorry.
okay, so Nihan, what's your final answer? Because we're running out of time.
Shelley, could you
No,
please
wait.
No,
Time's up. You gotta pick.
you
Nihan,
give
you
them
gotta
many
pick one or
times.
the other.
Uh,
Time's up. Time's up, Nihan. Pick one or the other. Where are you from, or I'm Algerian.
I'm Algerian, but
I agree.
How
I
about
agree.
not
About
how
you.
about you? No,
How-
he already answered the question. I'm Spanish. What about you? He asked, and we can only say I'm Algerian.
Yeah.
From
I'm
Algeria.
Algerian. What's your job? Maybe another question, but we can't ask him.
Okay.
Another question. Give me another question.
Okay.
Wait a
time's up.
second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Time's up. Okay. So we're gonna go with I'm
The
Algerian.
last answer is I'm Algerian. What's your job?
Job.
What's your job? Okay. Stop. Everyone, pay attention.
Okay,
So, okay. I will give it 1 point only because we can't ask what's your job. That's not the most idiomatic way to say it. But you got the right idea to keep the conversation going. So instead of saying what's your job, what should we say? Anyone? What?
What do you do at your
What do you do?
Yes.
Exactly. What do you do? What do you do at your company?
company?
All of these are good answers. Excellent. Okay, and let's quickly, we're going to run out of time, but let's quickly review the other questions and the other answers. So, on the blue team, the first one is I'm from Turkey. Okay, it answers the question, but it doesn't invite the other person to speak. So here we could add, how about you? For example.
About you?
Exactly. That would be a good place to add it, and that would have given another point. The second question, in what business does your company specialize in? That question wouldn't work because the preposition cannot begin the question. It can only come at the end if you want to sound natural. So you'd have to change the question to what business does your company specialize in, not in what business. So the in would come at the end. What business does your company deal with? That would be okay. That's all right. And then we know what kind of products. For that, we had to put the verb to do. What kind of products does your company make? Okay, on the orange team, we just got 30 seconds left. On the orange side, yes, of course, please take it. That's not the most idiomatic answer. Does anyone have an idea of a more idiomatic way to say please take it? For example, if you start with the word feel, how could you
Feel free.
Exactly. Excellent. Feel free. So yes, of course, feel free. Or simply go ahead. They sound a little bit more natural. In the second point, is your company an American company? Is your company from the United States? Is your head office located in? All of those actually would be okay. I'm not sure if they fit the original text perfectly, but is your company located in the United States? It's okay. I would just say maybe just the word located. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Oh no, I didn't. Located in the United States. Instead of saying located, can anyone think of a better word instead of located?
Is your company at
Situated at?
Situated is a little too formal. It's a little bit too. We got to be shorter.
Where is your company's branch?
Where is your company? Is it in United States?
But the problem is the word. The problem is that located is the right idea, but the wrong word. So you just need to substitute located for another word. Here's my suggestion. Is your company based in the U.S.? That would sound a little bit more natural. Is your company based in the U.S.? What else could we say? It's not that located is wrong. Remember, I'm just trying to give you the most natural sounding answer. There's other ways we could say it. I don't know. Where is your head office? Or I don't know. I'm just trying to think of some other expressions. But I don't like the word located only because it sounds very informational, and we want to sound more kind of friendly and sort of idiomatic. Okay, and finally, the third question. I'm Algerian. What's your job? Well, what do you do? What do you do at your company? Well, we already said that. Okay, so I don't have any more feedback here, but the good thing is now you know how to play the game. Unfortunately, we're out of time. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Let's do this again. Now that everyone knows the rules and you're used to it, let's do it again. what I want you to do is go to my Facebook page and please like me on my Facebook page, follow me on Verbling. But on my first Facebook page, you can give me suggestions for classes you'd like to do. In fact, I've got a whole list of classes that I've already taught. So if there's one you want me to do again, they're never going to be the same twice. Even if the structure is the same, the content will always be different. So if we play this game again, we can change the questions, we can try to add new rules. So just let me know that you want to run it again, tell me the time and the date, and I will try my best to schedule it for you at the time you want to do it. But now we got to go because time is up. I'll be back. I'm having a little break. I'll be back in an hour for 2 more speaking classes. So I hope to see you in the next classes. If not, send me a message on Facebook and give me your suggestions.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone.